Welcome back to our channel, you guys.
Hey guys. So today by the title you see that we are discussing dating.
We thought it would be a good, interesting topic to talk about, so, you know. And today's snacks, we have popcorn and then water.
Always food.
We mainly drink water, so probably always have water. Yeah.
So taking it. I have like 6 questions here that we've decided to come up with. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask each other these 6 questions. So the first one is for you, Paige. What is the purpose of dating? Like, what do you think the purpose of dating is?
Like, what is my purpose of dating, basically?
Yeah.
My purpose of dating is, well, like, dating. I'm dating to look for a marriage partner, basically, because I want to one day get married. So that's my general purpose of dating. What about you, Nay? What is your purpose of dating?
My purpose, I mean, the goal would be to figure out if this person will be a potential marriage mate. So yeah, that definitely, but also to have someone that I'm having fun and growing with, building with. That's my purpose of dating. Well, I guess we actually, because the second question that we decided was, is marriage ever in the equation? And so yeah, marriage is definitely in the equation. I mean, when I first meet a person, you know, I don't know how things work for guys, but you know, usually for a female, when you first meet somebody, you over here trying to think like, okay, could you see yourself marrying this person? You know, it's just a natural instinct, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you usually, well, I wouldn't really want to go no further if I don't really see no type of future with what we have going on. I mean, just because you date somebody don't mean that that's gonna be the person that you marry, but I don't know, if you don't see yourself growing with that person, and if y'all are just, if I'm not compatible with that person and stuff like that, I'm just not gonna go no further.
And actually, initially, before I even started dating before I started dating somebody, I'm like trying to figure out a lot of things, because I'm not gonna be dating you for life. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna be, we over here 10 years dating. I mean, yeah, people actually do that and that works out, you know what I'm saying? To each their own. So we're not saying that that's not okay, but I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I wouldn't want to be doing anything like that.
I guess it just depends on what your purpose of dating is.
Right.
Some people date and that's all they're gonna do. They don't plan on getting married. So, I mean, that makes sense. But for a person that wants to get married, usually, you know, you don't want to date the person. You gonna have dated for like 10 years and you still, like, no engagement ring, nothing, like, haven't even discussed marriage. Like, usually that's not something that you just want. So yeah.
So another thing, this isn't really a question, but it was kind of.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, hold on. How should we? Well, I thought it was a question, so I was gonna ask.
That's why I said it's not a question.
Okay, so go ahead. You can go ahead.
So when it comes to like dating, relationship period, I feel like it shouldn't be rushed. You know, you should take your time, get to know the person, and be friends before you start dating them. Some of the best relationships start off with just being friends. That way, when you affirm somebody, you can be yourself. You don't have any expectations. I mean, everybody has an expectation in friendships, but
there's nothing too big.
Right. You're not trying to impress the person. They're not trying to impress you. You just take your time being friends.
Being you, like, you can really see, like, who the person really is, basically.
And you may be good for is being friends. You may not even be best, be meant for a relationship, but when you're just being friends with somebody, you have time to figure that out. You have any input on that?
No, I agree. Like for me, I prefer to just start things off as a friendship anyway and see where we go from there. Like we may end up dating, we may not. You know, we may always just be friends, you know.
I know in life, we all like to just rush things. We're in such a rush, but I plan on living on this earth forever. Well, I can't say forever, but as long as I possibly can. If I can make it to 100, I'm gonna try and make that, you know. So I'm not trying to rush my life, you know. I'm really trying to take my time so I can have things. I want peace, happiness. You know, I just want the best for life. So I don't want to rush anything about my life. I want to take my time. That way, I can just run smoothly, you know, stress free. That's how I'm trying to live.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we're all trying to live that way. And relationships can be very stressful. Could bring on a bunch of different issues. So when you start with a friendship first, that relationship can happen smoothly after that. So I'm really big on that. Another thing, generation differences. I'm gonna let you talk first.
Okay, so about that, basically, like, this generation of today's time is different than back in the day. Like, back in the day, you know, people used to date and, like, the guy would basically pay for the female and the guy will open the door for the female, all those different type of things. But with today's generation, a lot of that stuff, some people have it because it depends on what your family, like what you grew up doing, what your parents teach you. But some people, they don't have that. They don't do that no more. You know, some guys are like, they want the female to pay. They don't want to pay all the time. You know, so it's just different now.
But you know, it's different, but I do feel like it's very important to keep in mind, even though the generation is switching, things are switching, times is moving, people are changing. Some important things to keep in mind is you definitely still want to have a guy open the door for you. It's just about being a gentleman, you know. And it's just respect, you know, like, you know, I mean, it's just, I mean, also, it is about how you're raised, you know. Some people, that's just something that they don't do. But I definitely feel like a guy opening a door for you is definitely very high in importance. But when it comes to paying, when you go out on dates and stuff like that, okay, so that's a very controversial situation right there. But for me, I'm gonna say what I personally think. When you're dating, I just feel like this is the time to be having fun. So, because everyone makes different amount of money is so different. You know, there's not no guys make more, women make more. Everybody can be at a whole different. It really depends on where you are with life and what type of job you got and all that type of stuff. So, with that being said, I feel like there could be times where a guy will take a female out on a date and then he can pay. Either he can have that option, or you pay for your stuff as a woman and he pay for his stuff as a guy. I just don't personally think that a woman should be paying for the date, because to me that's not there. It's not.
Yeah.
When you especially when you first start off dating somebody and stuff like that, that's a bad setup right there for the woman to be over here paying for the dates. That's not how it, for me, that's not how it's supposed to go.
I kind of agree with that. I also think that, you know, guys have a hard time dealing with change. So, like, if you start off, whatever habits you start off, you're basically going to have to keep doing those things, because guys have a hard time dealing with, like, when you want to change up things and not do that anymore. Like, say you were paying, but then you're like, you don't want to do that anymore. Like, that may be a problem. So you just, if that is something that you are okay with doing, just know that you may always, you know, be paying when you guys go out. You know, that may not ever change. So just be careful what you're doing if you do decide to do that. Make sure that's something that you really want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I'm not really with paying for a guy. Like, we can go 50-50, or I can pay for mine, you can pay for yours. Or like, if you do pay, I can leave the tip. That's not an issue.
Exactly. I was about to say, like, you can do something like that.
But I don't think that a guy has to pay every time we go out. Like,
Yeah.
I would get more comfortable to maybe take the initiative to pay after, you know, time goes on. Like, the first couple of dates, I'm not going to want to be like, yeah, I'll pay for it. Because I don't know what type of person you are. You may be, you know.
Yeah, see, this person's motives is what are you
Right.
trying to get out of you? Because, I mean, a lot of things is really about what you're trying to get out of me. And just be upfront about what it is. There's no reason to sugarcoat or to hide. Because who you are will eventually come out.
Exactly.
So you might as well just let it out.
It'll either come out now or later, you know. Just let it out now.
Right.
So we won't waste my time or yours. You know what I'm saying? But
There's definitely like a lot of generation differences. People used to stay in marriages back in the day, and people were being like, marriages held on very strong. I feel like marriages held on very strong back in the day because people used to stay in it, even if they were being cheated on, abused. And there's a lot of abusive relationships going on back in the day that people are not having nowadays. That domestic violence is definitely something that is being.
and then the women were depending more so on the men back then too.
Oh yeah.
In today's time, women are more independent. We can do for ourselves. We can get out here and work. You know.
Some women are working harder than the men. Some men are stay at home and watching the kids, and the
Right.
women are out working.
So yeah, it's a lot of things that are just different now.
Times are definitely changing. Do you want to say this one?
Number 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really important to show love within a relationship when you're dating someone. You know, everybody is looking for love. Everybody wants to feel loved, be loved. So if you're not showing love to that person, like, how are you showing that you really care about that person, appreciate them, and want them around? You know.
I want to keep moving and building.
Yeah,
that
and keep
relationship.
growing and going. You know, they may think, if you're not showing love to that person, they may think, they don't even want this relationship. I might as well just get out of it and go find somebody else who actually do love me. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, key point that you just really hit is show love. You know, don't just say, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah.
All that talk for the birds. You feel me? Like, people do a lot of talking, but really it's about what you're showing, what your actions are showing. Because so many people talk about how they love someone, but you're not showing it in no way, shape, or form. Like, things that you can do to show love, just do something spontaneous. Like, well, definitely going out on dates when you're in relationships is very important. You want to always make sure that you have a date night. If your life gets busy, so if you have at least one day out of the week, you can go out on dates. That is definitely important, I feel like, to keep in a relationship. Because when you're out on dates, date nights, you two connecting and bonding, having that time you're spending with one another, which is very important. Because if you don't have that, and a lot of times you can allow someone else to come to that space.
Filling those needs in.
Yeah. And so that's one way of showing, to me, that's one way of showing love. Another way could be, you know, go out and get your girl some flowers. Get her, I mean, some females are not into flowers, but find out what it is she likes. Whatever it is that she likes, go and do
She
it.
may just like food. or
Or
may
a Snickers bar. Go get her a
Right.
Snickers bar. Like,
get her favorite
that will
candy.
mean everything. You know, never let a day not go by not telling her that she's beautiful. I feel like it's very important as well. You know, as women, you know, hearing those different things and girl, can I get this open?
I can't get it open either.
My hand is so slippery. But you know, those are very important to do. You know, and also, I'm not just gonna make this about women, but for a guy, you know, show him that you love him. You know, don't let anything go unappreciated. You know, I definitely feel like in a relationship like this should be your king and you should be his queen, and I just feel like you should be treating each other as such. I'm big on that, you know. I really feel like that's a beautiful mindset to have in a relationship. Like, this is my king, you know what I'm saying? This is my queen, you know. What you think?
No, I agree. I think that you should view.
Like, what is ways that you think people could show love?
Well, I would say, like, as females, we can show guys love by, I mean, you know, there may be certain food that he may like. You can go out and get him, or you can get him a
Maybe
little.
he want to go to a game, you know, surprise him with some tickets.
Right. Or if you may not be into sports, like
a show.
Just right. He may be into comedy shows, concerts. Yeah,
just want to go play golf. No.
Y'all can go. I mean, golfing may not be your thing. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, even
this
if it's
is
not
for
your
him,
thing.
so
Yeah.
you're gonna go golfing with him. You know, and that's really gonna mean something to him that because he's gonna know like this is not your thing, but you wanted to do this for him. So, you know, sometimes you just really gotta, even if it's something that you may not be into, you know, your partner may be into it, and it's about giving and taking. So, you're doing it for them.
Yeah, there's so much you're gonna have to give and take in a relationship. So if you don't want to do that, then I feel like you should start asking yourself, is a relationship something that you want to be in? Because it's gonna be a lot of give and taking. Some things you're not gonna like, some things the other person not gonna like. But that's the beauty. You growing together, doing things. And maybe it may be something that you thought you didn't like. But with that person, you enjoyed it, you know? Because that does happen.
That's true.
All your life, I never did like this, and all of a sudden you do. Or some food, you know, you ain't never liked this food, but for some reason, now you like it. You with this person.
Or it could be the way, you know, people make food, like different meals differently, so.
I mean, your taste buds just start to change too, though. So I just feel like
that's true.
Your taste buds just start changing. You just start liking stuff that you liked before. So, yeah.
And so the last one is how do you approach a lady? So I guess this would be for the guys.
Well, okay. You know, since things are changing, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it can be for anyone.
Some females approach guys. So I'm gonna start off by how a guy should approach a woman. So a lot of times in today's society, guys are not approaching women with respect. They're like, hey, yo, B, or
hey, girl, hey, shawty.
Or like, because her body, you know, she may have a big butt.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe her boobs are out and stuff, so you approach her in that way. You know, that is not respectable ways to be approaching a lady, you know?
Yeah.
That's rude. Think about if you were her and, you know, flip. A lot of things in life we have to, you know, flip. So like, okay, if we were in this situation, how would we feel if we was being approached like this or being looked at like this?
By the way, you know, guys, some females like that are very developed and maybe they have like big hips, big butts, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be always looked at as that's why you are approaching them, because of their physical appearance. They want to know that you like who they are on the inside also. So it can come off very disrespectful, you know, approaching them in that type of way anyway.
Yeah.
And that makes them not even interested anymore. Like, I'm good, you know.
Oops, I'm sorry, the Colonel. But yeah, that's definitely true. But your approach is everything. And like some women, some guys are very shy. I'm really starting to realize that some guys are just like extremely shy. They really are afraid when it comes to approaching a female. And they have a lot of potential. You see the potential just by conversating with them. But they're just so afraid to, because there are some extremely aggressive people out here. I'm like,
so I mean,
no,
those people are perfect for, like, an aggressive female would be perfect for a guy that maybe, you know, a little bit on the shyer side, because he may want a female that's gonna approach him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, back in the day, that wasn't like a big thing, but like now, you find that now, like that's going on.
And a lot of, you know, I feel like an aggressive person should get with a person more mellow. A mellow person needs to get with a person more aggressive. It helps open you up. And, you know, this shy person that was just so, you know what I'm saying, in the corner with this aggressive person, and they're like a whole new person. That's why you feel like some people, they get in these relationships and they change for the best though, not the worst.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the difference. It was a good change. You know, they have really opened up and really have became a whole new them, and it's like this has always been who they are, but they couldn't really be that because
it took that person to pull that out of them,
right,
to help them really see who they are, you know. And really, you want to get with somebody that's gonna build you up, help you become better, be a better you, show who you really are, you know.
Yeah.
So that's pretty healthy to be in a relationship like that. So
there's so much to discuss about dating and relationships, all of that, you know. But these are a couple things that we were thinking about, and we wanted to bring to the attention here and discuss. But we will definitely probably have more conversations about dating because there's just so much to say about it,
right,
and so much to really discuss about it. But overall, what I want to hit here is, if those of you are out here in a relationship, I hope that you all are enjoying your relationship, having fun with your relationship, because relationships can be extremely fun. It can be a bunch of joy, you know, but when you're with that right one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you are out here in a relationship and it is toxic, if you keep on breaking up, getting back together, you keep going around in a circle, you know,
arguing, maybe a little physical,
definitely get out of that, because that is toxic.
Yeah.
But I know you're not gonna get out of it until you want to. But just always keep in mind that you can be in a relationship with somebody who you're actually unhappy with, and you keep trying to make yourself happy with this person because you love them, because when you let your heart get involved, how you doing things that you never thought you would do. So you could end up being in a relationship with them when the person that you need to be with and that will be right for you and everything that you need can be sitting over here,
right,
but you letting this person that you're not even gonna have a future with in the next couple of years over the drama and things that has been going on, you letting them still be around. So if you are in that situation, just get out of that toxic situation.
Just know that there is better out here for you, waiting for you.
Because everyone deserves to be happy, and you still like, you want to be with somebody that you are just feel like this is your you should feel like this is your everything. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you can grow old and die with. You know, be in the grave together. You feel me? I'm trying to be in the grave with my loved one. We can die together.
So you hope.
Right. But it's so beautiful when you do hear them relationships that they were together and the one person died, and then the other one died because of the heartache. Like, that is so beautiful.
That's
what
crazy.
You know.
It kind of seems unreal that something like that would happen, but
That's
I mean,
deep
it's
love.
happened, so it's real. So
That's real deep love right there. I remember that.
for
But
real.
yeah.
But y'all, I know this video is pretty long, but hopefully you guys, you know, finish it, get through it, come to the end.
If you
And
made it
watch
to
it
the
off.
end, thank you.
Yeah, if
Thank
you
for
guys
staying
watched the whole
around.
video, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate that. And, you know, don't forget to comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about this topic, what you think about what we got going on.
And if there's more things that you want us to get more in detail with when it comes to dating, go ahead and drop that down there in them comments, you know.
And if you have any topics that you do want to know our opinion on, or you want us just to discuss, let us know. You know, we're always open for suggestions. So share this video, you know, like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, if you're not subscribed. To all of our subscribers, supporters, people out here who are watching our videos, commenting, liking, we thank you so much, and we definitely appreciate you all, you guys.
Yes.
You may not know how much we appreciate you, but we really,
really
do
do.
appreciate you. Like, I wish you guys can understand.
Mhm.
You may understand, you may not, I don't know, but like, we definitely appreciate all of you who are supporting us deeply. So so stay tuned, because we will be dropping another video.
Another banger. Bangers after bangers.
Right. And you know, we're going nowhere but up from here, so let's get to it, you know what I'm saying? So but so see you guys on the next video.
We're out.